Joining me today, I have the distinct privilege of introducing Natalie Swanson out of Dallas, Texas. Out of an audience of more than 250,000 agents nationwide, Natalie was selected to represent Broker Agent Advisor as this month's Broker Agent of the Month for the state of Texas. Natalie, congratulations on the recognition, and thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I really hope this recognition program, Broker Agent of the Month, is intended to find and highlight agents that, as a result of them being in the business is better off. It's about how you do what you do, the way you approach your job. And my desire is for people that get to see this, that they get a sense of why you were selected and who you are. And so I thought we'd just entertain a couple questions together.
Okay.
Talk to me a little bit about how you got in this business. There's a lot of options of what things you could do professionally. Why real estate?
Well, I started off as a pharmaceutical sales rep, and after having a couple of knee surgeries, I couldn't do it anymore. And I thought, I'm on my third house. Why am I continuing to pay the realtors their fees? And my realtor even said, you need to come work with me. This is crazy. So after house number 4, I got my license, and it's been 9 years ever since. And we're at house number 7 now, all in Dallas.
Wow. How about that? Not to mention all those you've helped, right? Buy and sell their houses. Safe to say you understand the business a little better now than you did when you got started.
Oh, definitely.
The business is often very different after you've gotten in it and you realize what it takes to be successful than people think it is from the outside looking in. 9 years later, you said, what do you find most rewarding about this business? What do you like the most about it?
I'll give you the best example. It's the people that I get to work with, my clients that become friends. And the best example I can give you is there's a family that lives in my neighborhood. She called me up and she said, my mom and dad want to move here so they can be by me and the baby. I said, okay, great. We found her parents a house within walking distance of hers. On the 4th of July, I was putting flags out in the neighborhood, just, to spread some cheer. And I looked over at the pool, and there was the whole family at the community pool. And I said hi to her parents, and he came over and he talked, and I said, you're my why. He said, what do you mean? I said, this right here, what I'm watching is my why. I get to see families come together. I get to see, young couples start in their first house together. I remember my first house. It was awesome. It will always be my favorite house. So that's my why. That's why I love what I do.
Yeah, that's awesome. I don't think you could ever forget your first house. I remember we bought a 3-bedroom townhouse in Houston, Texas. I'll never forget it. Like you said, it was just an awesome experience, right? To be able to accomplish that. And I'm still friends with that real estate agent to this day.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's pretty cool. I think one of the things that contributes to a long, successful career in this business is a genuine desire to serve others. I think that's kind of a prerequisite. It's necessary to find success. I found a testimonial of yours online. And I thought it would be good to listen to how someone that's gone through that experience with you described that experience as part of this recognition video for you.
Okay.
It says, I've purchased and sold countless homes over the years and worked with numerous agents. I was even an agent myself for a few years. Natalie Swanson tops everyone I've worked with on either side of the transaction, including myself. From the very start, she clearly communicated to me, the local market, how she would market my home and what to expect from her as an agent. She did everything she said she would and more. She was personally involved in every step of the way, which led to a great offer and a smooth closing. I also asked Natalie to help me purchase my new home. She showed the same excellence on this side of the transaction. She has a good eye for details I would have overlooked, and offered insightful feedback on the neighborhood and current market values. Above all, Natalie was fun to work with. She has a lot of energy. She's very friendly and personable. She helped make a stressful time smooth and pleasurable. I will certainly use her for my future real estate transactions, and you should too. I feel like testimonials, like we all aspire to deliver that kind of an experience for our clients, right? No matter who you are, like that's what you want people to say about you. And you have a lot of these, Natalie. Congratulations on the positive feedback. It's a testament to how you approach what you do. And it's a big part of why you're here being recognized today.
Thank you. That's going to make me cry.
You earned it. It was all a product of the way you approach what you do. Talk to me a little bit about Dallas, Texas. You could do this job anywhere. What makes where you live such a special place to live, work, and play?
Well, I'm a little biased. I've lived here my entire life, born and raised. So to me, Dallas, Fort Worth, it's just got so much to offer. we've got some of the best industries that are moving here and still moving here. The communities that you can live in. Like I said, I'm on my 7th house. So I've been in 7 different neighborhoods, all the way from Dallas to Allen and Carrollton, Richardson, in between. And each one has its own identity and its own community, really. You know, gosh, of course, you know, there's all the superficial things. There's great shopping, there's great sports. You know, we've got great schools. A lot of the private schools are just top notch. The public schools, there are very few that are, you know, really, really bad. So the school systems here are great. Of course, the weather. I love the weather. You can't beat it. Some people complain about the heat, but I'll take the heat any day.
Yeah. Yeah. I lived in Houston for a while, as I mentioned, and I never did make it up to spend much time in Dallas. But the more I get to meet people there and I hear people talk about what it's like to live there, it just sounds like a great place to raise a family and live.
There's a lot of stuff to do. You know, we've got
Yeah.
lakes and outdoor, you know, they've brought back outdoor music. It's just, there's everything. And right now the State Fair of Texas is going on.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a particularly good time to be there then, right?
It's a great time.
We, you know, the pandemic we're experiencing has impacted everybody in some way. I don't know that anybody could say they haven't been impacted somehow. But it's played a role in some small way, if not big way, in producing unprecedented low inventory nationally. We've had a really interesting real estate market for the last 1.5 to 2 years.
Right.
As someone that's had a bunch of success now, if you were to give a single piece of advice to a peer in this business, maybe somebody thinking about getting in the business, or even someone that's in the business, just based on your experience, what would be the thing you would tell them about this business?
You're never going to have the same transaction twice, ever. And if you don't learn something from every single transaction or learn something from every single client, you're not doing it right. It's a constant growth. You have to learn, or I mean, I can think of countless things that I said last week. I didn't know that. I learned something new today, and I've been doing it 9 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So continuous improvement, right? You have to have the mindset that everything's an opportunity for learning, and we just got to keep pushing forward.
Yeah, definitely.
Natalie, it's been a privilege to connect and get to know you a little bit. And I am proud to be here recognizing you for your contribution to the industry. And I just want to say again, congratulations on the recognition. And I wish you nothing but huge success moving forward.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.